Part of growth is making mistakes. And this piece of advice from my first manager, Max Miller, when I worked at Walmart, is something that I thought of quite frequently, since he told me it, and, it's really served me well over time. And that is, making mistakes is a good thing. It means you're trying, innovating, and pushing yourself. So mistakes are problems only when you keep making the same one over and over again. So don't do that, but continue to push yourself. Hey everyone, welcome to Start Your Week with a Coach. I am your certified high performance coach, Sean Butner. Now, the question I have for you guys this week is, if you had to describe living as your best self in 3 words, what would those 3 words be for you? Would you be proud if your family and friends were telling other people and described you in those 3 words, right? This is one of the many strategies and techniques we use in Certified High Performance to get you really clear on what you want, to really get you in your authentic self so you can fully express yourself and really move forward in your life. It's a technique I used in my business. So if you've been with me for a while, you've probably heard me say joy, growth, and impact, right? And what do those 3 words really mean? So in this week's video, I'm going to encourage you, number 1, to find your 3 words, the 3 words that describe your best self, and then, make sure you have a reminder, right? I have a reminder on my phone that says joyful, optimistic, and creative every day at 8 to remind me to live into those ideals. Because when I'm my best self, my most focused, my most productive, those are the words that really define and I connect with. So you can spend tons of time journaling on this, and you don't have to lock it in, for the rest of your life. But it's good to have something to remind you to just show up as your best self. So that's the exercise, right? So you already got what you got to do this week to make it awesome. But let's go into this joy, growth, impact thing, right? So for joy, in personal development, Dale Carnegie, I'll paraphrase it, basically said, we can't control what happens to us, but we can control how we react to it. And the choice to find funny in terrible things, to, find the wonder and awe in the world makes life so much easier. For example, when I was about 5 years old, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I remember how frightened and scared she looked when she was telling me and my younger brother that she was sick, the doctors were going to do their best, we didn't know what was happening or what would happen, but she felt it was important that we were all on the same page as a family. And that day I'll always remember. But, throughout her treatment, she used to have curly hair. She had, said, I really wish I had straight hair. And after chemo and stuff, her hair came back straight. And so, which is strange, but it was like a silver lining. And she's like, hey, I guess, I probably shouldn't have wished for that because then I'd have to go through cancer, So she kind of had that type of view on it. Or, one of the common phrases she would say growing up when we'd have, my dad had a couple of medical things happen to him with the wall falling on him and whatnot, is that, eventually we'll all look back and laugh at this, right? That was her philosophy in life, in a way to kind of make sense when things seem overwhelming, when things seem like they're too much, that, you can find a little bit of something to laugh at, to make fun of, to brighten it up so it's not so terrible. And that's why joy is important to me. And that's why I consistently try to help my clients find more joy in their life, whether that's in their personal life or not. So, that's it. Okay, number 2, growth. So, growth in my life, with my coaching clients, when I talk about growth, this feeling of progressing, this feeling of that you're pushing yourself towards something important, that you're making, inroads on big dreams, big goals, things that you really want out of life, is super important to just, I think, living a great life. Those times when I've been the most miserable, when I felt the most frightened or the most, constrained, had been the times when I stopped learning and the times that I stopped moving forward. And, one of, or part of growth is making mistakes. And this piece of advice from my first manager, Max Miller, when I worked at Walmart, is something that I thought of quite frequently, since he told me it, and it's really served me well over time. And that is, making mistakes is a good thing. It means you're trying, innovating, and pushing yourself. So mistakes are problems only when you keep making the same one over and over again. So don't do that, but continue to push yourself. And it reminds me that statement that setbacks are part of growth. You have the Honor the Struggle t-shirt right now. It's part of life. The fits, the bursts, progress. We have setbacks. We have curveballs. We have all these things that come at us. But ultimately, it's part of our journey as we move forward, And it's also a really great diagnostic when you notice yourself making the same mistake over and over again. That's the clue that, hey, I need to go try something different, get a new perspective, get some help on what this is. So that is why growth is very important. One of the outcomes I look for in assisting my clients and students. And then finally, impact, right? When we talk about what's meaningful in our lives, what is going to leave an impression on people, a legacy, what's going to get us up in the morning and to feel excited for the day, to feel confident chasing our dreams, to feel connected to ourselves, our families, something bigger, and really just, it's kind of the vibrant kind of excitement, the zest of life is when you're making an impact towards a mission for your family, for your spouse, for the other people. And the times when I felt I was working on something meaningful, that's when, small setbacks don't make you throw you off track. You're consistent, you show up every day, and it's also what else are you going to do, right? If you don't feel like you're making an impact, that's when you think, why bother? Why put forth effort? And that prevents you from really advancing at all. So how does high performance coaching help these outcomes? Well, for Joy, it helps you align all different areas of your life, your personal life, professional life, health, and well-being, so that you feel the full confidence and joy of living as your authentic self. And it helps you find the energy to crush it every day. It helps you, take bold actions towards the desired impacts that you want in your world and in your growth. And speaking of growth, it helps you be honest and figure out your blind spots and holds your feet to the fire so that you take actions towards your goals. But it also helps you analyze things when they don't go the way you want and cheers you on and has that, relationships that's with you as you progress, as you experience the ups, the downs. That's why I love certified high performance coaching, and it's all in service of you becoming a better leader, a better partner, a better teammate, a better friend, a better overall human being. So it's, and it's all these things. And then for impact, right? When you have joy, when you have growth, impact is inevitable. It's a emergent of the system, if you know systems theory, which meaning that if you get those other two right, it just happens, right? You're going to have meaningful conversations with people that change their lives. You're going to work on things that are going to shift things out in the world, or improve things and get you more financial success for your family. And this is why I absolutely am stoked on high performance, because, and this is why these three words define my business. They're important to me, but they also help people live into their best lives. And that's what I want for you. And that's what I want for as many people as I can get to listen to me. So if you are ready for more joy, more personal growth, and more impact in your lives, make sure you hit the link below this video at the end of the blog. And sign up for a free 1-hour strategy session with me, and we'll go through and you'll experience this. And people love this call. I mean, it's So many people after it are like, thank you, this is exactly what I needed in my life. And after that call, we talk about coaching, if that's appropriate, if we feel like we're a good fit, and all that kind of stuff. But the call is primarily to get you a plan. For 45 minutes, we're going to talk about you. We're going to talk about your life. We're going to talk about your dreams, your ambitions, what you're doing to get there, how we can get you there quicker, and you'll have some takeaways from that. And that's part of what I do, just to engage people and find out what's going on. And I like to help people. So it's a nice, easy way, touch point to do that. So that's what I get out of it. And then potentially we get into a coaching relationship. But that's not the whole point. The whole point is to do something awesome that showcases the power of high performance so that you know what we're talking about and you can feel those results for yourself. So again, if that is you, if you're interested to change your life right now for something better, hit the link below at SeanButler.com/book and get signed up and we'll talk. It'll be great. I promise. Okay, guys? So hit that link, fill out that application for the 1 hour strategy session. That's what kicks it all off. And I'll see you guys next week. Sean Butner signing off.